The first time you saw Jungkook, you thought he was just another mysterious boy leaning against his black car, cigarette dangling between his lips, eyes sharp like knives under the city lights. You were wrong. He was not just mysterious, he was dangerous. The kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, the kind who could ruin you with just a look, and somehow you ended up as his girlfriend. But if anyone thought being the mafia's girlfriend was a fairy tale, they were dead wrong. Jung was not like normal boyfriends who would text good mornings or surprise you with flowers. He was cold, ruthless, and distant. His word full of blood and betrayal. Sometimes it felt like he didn't even you existed, except when he wanted to use you as his release. His kisses were rough, his touches demanding, and his eyes never softened the way you wished they would. You were tired, exhausted, and tonight you finally decided you were going to break up with him. You stood in the massive living room of his penthouse, your arms folded across your chest as you waited for him. The clock ticked past midnight, and finally the door clicked open. He walked in, black shirt, sleeves rolled up, veins popping side across his tattooed arm, a pistol holstered at his side. His dark hair was messy, his jaw sharp under the dim light. His cold aura filled the room before his voice stirred. Jungkook's eyes locked on you, immediately sharp, icy, and calculated. "You are awake," he muttered, tossing his gun on the glass table before shrugging off his jacket. "Should have been asleep by now." You bite your lip, holding back the tremor in your voice. "We need to talk." He stopped in his tracks, his expressions unreadable. "Talk?" He cocked a brow, his tongue poking the inside of his cheek. "What the fuck do we need to talk about at midnight?" You thought that his presence always made you weak, but tonight you couldn't let him intimidate you. "Not anymore. I can't do this anymore, Jungkook." For the first time, he actually froze. His movements halted, his back muscles stiff under the black fabric. Slowly, he turned his gaze, pinning you down like a predator about to pounce. "What did you just say?" He stoned up low and dangerous. "I said I want to end this." You pushed out the words, your chest tightening. "This relationship, us." The silence that followed was suffocating. Jungkook started, his fist curling at his side, his eyes those dark, lifeless eyes shifted with something you couldn't quite place. Rage, shock, and betrayal. "You are joking," he said, flatly walking toward you with slow, deliberate steps. "Tell me you are fucking joking, Ryan." Your heartbeat raced as his diaphragm towered over you. "I'm not joking. You have never cared about me, Jungkook. I'm nothing but a distraction to you. I deserve better." Before you could finish, his hand slammed against the wall beside your head, caging you in. His other hand grabbed your chin, forcing you to meet his burning eyes. "Better?" he hissed. "You think anyone out there can protect you the way I do? You think any man can touch what's mine and live to tell the tale?" His breath was hot against your lips, his tone venomous yet desperate. "I'm not your Jungkook." You whisper, fighting back tears. "Not when you treat me like this." For the first time, his grip faltered, his eyes softened just a fraction, but then his lips curved into a dark smirk. "Oh, sweetheart, you think you can leave me?" He leaned closer, his voice dripping with lethal possessiveness. "You belong to me, even if I have to chain you to my back to remind you." You gasped as his mouth crashed onto yours, rough, desperate, claiming. His kiss was not so, it was fire and ice colliding, his tongue demanding entry as his body pressed yours harder into the wall. Betty dew melting under his touch. "Say it," he growled against your lips, his hand sliding to your waist, fingers digging in possessively. "Say you are mine." Your voice shocked. "No, I." That single word snapped something in him. He pulled back, his eyes blazing with a dangerous mix of Anger and desperation. Fine, he muttered, his tone colder than ever. If words won't convince you. Before you could react, he scooped you up effortlessly, throwing you over his shoulder. Jungkook, put me down! You screamed, pounding your fist against his back. Shut up, Ryan, he snapped, carrying you straight to his bedroom. You think you can walk away from me over my dead fucking body? His bedroom door slammed shut, the sound echoing like thunder. He tossed you onto the massive bed, his towering figure standing at the edge, just having veins bulging in his neck. Do you have any idea what you are doing to me? His voice cracked with rage. But underneath there was something raw and vulnerable. You want to break me, hmm? You want to tear apart the only thing that keeps me sane? You swallowed. Your eyes wide, the only thing that keeps you sane? Jungkook, you don't even show it. I don't show it because if I do, you will see how fucking weak. You make me hero, slamming his fist into the wall beside the bed, leaving a dent. You flinched, your body trembling. He closed his eyes, inhaling shallow before his gaze looked back onto you. His voice dropped dangerously low. You're not leaving me, Vine. I won't let you. You can hear me, scream at me, find me, but you will still wake up in my bed tomorrow. And with that, he climbed onto the bed, crawling toward you like a predator closing in on his speed. Jungkook, you whisper, your body pressed back against the headboard. His hand cupped your cheek, surprisingly gentle this time. His eyes were not cold anymore, they were burning, filled with a kind of despair longing that made your chest itchy. You want me to be romantic? Fine, he murmured, his lip brushing your ear. I will give you romance so fucking intense. You will never think of leaving again. His lips trail far down your neck. His hair roaming your body with newfound tenderness, yet the same desperate need. And for the first time, the cold Mafia King felt terrifyingly human. The room was heavy, silent, the kind that pressed against your chest until you couldn't breathe. Jungkook's body hovered over you, the Mafia King who once felt untouchable, now trembling with an emotion you couldn't quite recognize. His eyes, those dark, unreadable eyes, were burning, as if one wrong move from you could send him such it. To madness, say it, he demanded, his voice rough but hushed, almost like a plea. Say your mind, Vine, don't make me beg for it. You stared back hard, humming so hard you thought it might break your ribs. You don't get to order me around like this. I told you, I want out. He just tightened, he tilted his head, studying you, and then he smirked that deadly dangerous smirk that made your stomach flip in ways you hated to admit. You are not going anywhere, baby. He murmured, leaning closer until his lip grazed your cheek. You can scream, you can hear me. But at the end of the day, his tongue teased your skin. You will still crave me. You shivered, trying to push him back, but his attempt was unyielding. His hand pinned your wrist above your head against the headboard. Let me go, Jungkook. His gaze darkened, his breath hot against your lips. Do you even hear yourself? You say, let me go, but your body. His free hand slide down your waist, fingers ghosting over your trembling thighs, spitting you. Don't, you whisper, trying to sound firm, but your voice cracked. He chuckled low and menacing. You don't get it, do you? You can leave 1,000 times in your head, but physically, emotionally. His lips crashed onto yours, hungry, desperate to your mind. The kiss was a war. You tried to resist, but his mouth devoured yours like he was starving. His tongue forcing its way in, claiming every corner. His grip on your wrist tightened when you screamed as if he feared you might vanish if he loosened even an inch. You guessed against his lips. You can't. I can and I will. He pulled back just enough to look at you, his eyes wild. You're the only thing I don't want to lose, fine. Don't test me. Your heart stuttered at his words, this sounding less like a confession and more like a threat. But his tone carried a vulnerability you would never hear before. Why now? You whisper, tears staying in your eyes. Why only when I try to leave Jungkook? Why do you suddenly act like I matter? His expression twisted, raw anger flashing before pain bled into his features. Because I don't fucking know how to show it. His voice cracked. I was raised to kill, to destroy, to never feel. But you, his forehead pressed against your his breath uneven. You ruined all of that. You made me want, and now you want to throw me away. You blinked up at him, stunned. For once, his cold mask was gone. What lay beneath was terrifying human. Jungkook, you whispered, his lip brushed your tear. Satik cheek, softer now, almost ravened. I will change, I will show you. I will fucking crawl if I have to, but don't say you are leaving me. You didn't know when the fight in you dissolved, when your body stopped resisting and melted under his touch. Maybe it was his desperation, maybe it was the way his kisses grew gentler, lingering like he was terrified you would disappear. He didn't slide under your shirt, tasting your skin with an acid that was no longer just lust, it was nidra, unreadable, unbearable. Do you feel this? He murmured against your collarbone, his voice trembling with restraint. This is me losing control. For you, he whispered, arching into his touch, despite yourself. You are insane. He chuckled darkly, lips brushing the swell of your chest. Only for you, baby. The night blurred into a haze of fire and shadows. His hands worshipped and claimed in equal measure. He slips leaving marks down your body like he wanted the world. So now you belong to him, but between the bruises, there were soft kisses too on your knuckles, your shoulders, your temple, acts of devotion he would never shown before. And for the first time you saw the mafia king stripped off his armor. By the time the storm inside him settled, you were trembling in his arm, your head buried in his chest. His heartbeat was racing faster than yours. Jungkook sensed took your hair uncharacteristically. He whispered into the dark, I will prove that I can love you, that I am more than this monster you think I am. Your third titan, and if you can't, then I will still keep you, even if you hate me, even if I have to lock every door and break every chain, you will still be mine. A shiver ran down your spine at his words, half promise, half threat, but the most terrifying part. Your heart wanted to believe him. The next morning, you woke up tangled in his arms. Jungkook, the ruthless mafia king, was holding you like a child, clutching his favorite toy, face buried in your neck, his grip unyielding even in sleep. For the first time since you meet him, he looked at peace, and you didn't know what that means for you anymore. The end.